Greetings, alchemists. Welcome to my portal. I hope you're doing amazingly well. This is going to be a reading for fall, August, what you can expect. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, check out my website, which will be linked down below. All tips and donations are appreciated to support my content creation. So we have two different groups to choose from today in this reading. Group number 1, you guys are represented by 11 expansion, planet Jupiter. And also you're paired with citrine, group number 2, you guys are represented by number 21, higher consciousness, Sirius, Pleiades, Arcturus. And you also have the clear quartz crystal. So take a moment, pause the video if you need to, decide which card you feel more drawn to, and I will see you in your reading. Hello, group number 1. Welcome to your reading. I hope you guys are doing amazingly well. So let's see, what is the energy surrounding you in fall? So you guys chose 11 expansion, planet Jupiter. You also chose the citrine crystal. So right now could be a time where you are calling in a lot of abundance. Things could feel very sweet right now, a sense of like sweet abundance. Also like the sweet spot, a lot of you guys in August. And in the fall season overall, you're going to feel like you've hit that like perfect mark in terms of what it is that you want to create and also calling abundance into your life. So there's a sense of feeling like you are in a really good flow state, and that flow state is leading to a lot of expansion in your life, a lot of new opportunities. Previously, where you've been kind of like a small bubble, it's like your bowl, if you're in like a fish bowl, it's like you're going from a fish bowl to a tank, so to say, and then you're going from the tank to the ocean. So there's just a sense of you guys really expanding and kind of being in a really good flow state that just keeps causing you to continue to grow. Okay. So number 11 could be relevant. You could be seeing 11, 111, 1111, or the number 1. You could feel like you're at the start of something. I feel like you guys are not beginning something new, but you're in a new phase of something that you've been doing. So it's like if you started a business and you've been doing the business for maybe a few years, it's like you finally find that right cadence, that right rhythm, and suddenly the business actually starts to expand and grow. You know, maybe you're opening a second store, stuff like that. Um, and excuse me, my throat is kind of sore right now. So let's get into the messages from planet Jupiter. Today we are time traveling to the planet Jupiter. What a ride it is. As we land, we can feel our muscles strengthening in its strong gravity field. Even though Jupiter is physically uninhabitable by humans, the mystic energy here is remarkable. You and I are both in awe of Jupiter's 79 incredible moons. Everything feels so stunningly expansive, understandably so, as this planet is 318 times as massive as our own planet. Jupiter is so large, it's visible to the naked eye from Earth and the third brightest object in the night sky in our solar system. By the way, you guys, the oracle we're using today with the expansion card is the Time Traveler's Oracle, so that's why there's this sort of prequel as we read through the book, kind of taking you into that energy of being in Jupiter, Jupiter energy. Also, with Jupiter, you guys right now could be in the fall season really like acting out of that Jupiter energy. So kind of also envision or imagine that in some ways this is how your this season will feel. In Roman mythology, the god Jupiter, for whom the planet was named, was considered to be a sky god and king of gods. In astrology, Jupiter is connected with principles of growth, expansion, healing, prosperity, good fortune, and miracles. And we agree, we both can feel the energy of all these qualities in our time here. So, now let's do the time traveler's message. Your life is expanding in profound and wondrous ways. Vitality and wide open opportunities are at hand. Focus on what you desire to increase in your life, and good fortune will follow. Timing is everything, and the time is now. So seize the day. Anything and everything is possible. If there's anything in your life that you want to expand, this is the time to nurture it. In your business life, this card is an indication that expansion will be successful. If you are considering a home renovation or an increase in your social circle of friends, this is the time to move forward. Abounding miracles are growing in your life. Good fortune, growth, expansion. Wow, crazy. So, two confirmations of expansion for you guys so far. Healing, prosperity, and miracles await you. Activate this escalating power and activity by believing that anything is possible, and it is. Focus on your deepest dreams, and the energy behind this card will help activate them. Okay, so yes, expansion energy, confirmation. Citrine could be a good crystal for you guys to get right now if you want to harness this energy more. So now we're going to get a tarot spread and see what you can expect, kind of a timeline more so, what's physically going to be happening in your reality, and we'll get into oracle messages. Okay, so first with the Seven of Cups and the Eight of Cups, you guys are definitely walking towards a lot of new opportunities. Your past season could have been brought about an energy of you like walking away or letting things go, leaving things behind. So right now it's showing up in you were walking away, but now you're walking towards something. You're walking towards new opportunities or bringing new opportunities towards yourself. So it's also like you're calling them towards you and they're like meeting you halfway. Um, so I see like more than one opportunity for you, and one opportunity I feel like is kind of expected. You've been putting in the work and putting in the effort to receive something, receive some sort of opportunal energy, um, but also like receive the fruits of your labor, receive what you have been putting the work in towards. But then also, it seems like there could be an unexpected opportunity. Maybe it's from that sort of energy about you working towards something specifically. Um, and it's just like a surprise or like an added bonus that you didn't expect in terms of something, or something starting to grow unexpectedly or go faster, better than you kind of imagined or expected it to go. Um, and another opportunity also could be just something just unexpected that is kind of out of nowhere, maybe a new opportunity idea. Like it's going to be different for every person, um, but it definitely is something that it's kind of like a blessing or like a gift. I'm also getting like gift in disguise as well, so be open to that. Um, Basically, be open to something kind of having more to offer than you would expect in this season, and be aware about maybe thinking something doesn't have a lot of potential, even if you intuitively feel and know that it does, and kind of like giving up on something or dismissing something or not giving something a chance. Like be aware about um, not seeing like the glitter in something where maybe it's kind of shimmering like just a little, or like not seeing or more so seeing that but not trusting that and just trying to be more practical, or just like something about like um something like really good that you're going to receive is um maybe hidden in a less like um, pretty packaging. Okay, so now let's look into the world, the Six of Cups, the Nine of Swords, the Seven of Swords, and then you also have the Hermit at the bottom. So first you have the World card. So the World is about ending out a cycle, closing out a cycle, travel, completion, of something coming full circle. It's a card of fulfillment, endings, wholeness, energy. So this tells me that you're closing a major chapter right now in the fall season. Something you've been working toward emotionally, spiritually, or even physically is reaching its natural conclusion. So something will feel like it's closing out very naturally. It's a bittersweet sort of vibe. Um, but that's kind of like the last leaf that's fallen before winter. So something is bittersweet as a chapter closes out, but it also kind of rounds out around the winter time and closes out around that time. So it makes sense for you, and you're happy with the completion of something or the ending of something or the way that something closes out. It feels like the right timing. Um, and you're like looking back on your growth and reflecting on your growth, and now you're ready to move into that new energy. So you guys were getting 11-1-1-1 expansion, so you are moving into that new energy. Um, and it's like you're ready for that. Okay. Yeah, Six of Cups also is like nostalgia energy too, so there can be a sense of nostalgia, like looking back at something in a fond way. Maybe you'll look back at these old memories, in a fun way as you close out this cycle. So some of you may reconnect with someone from your past as well with the Six of Cups. And for others of you guys, you're being called to remember who you were before the world told you who to be. So before the world card really told you, like, this is who you're meant to be, this is who you're supposed to be, who were you before that sort of energy? Because I feel like this was a phase in your life where you were recognizing that there were things you were doing or ways that you were acting out of, um, stuff like that. Different things that you were kind of like ways you were energies you were acting out, playing out that weren't really, um, you, or they weren't really what like you truly wanted to like act out in your life. It wasn't you being your true self. So who were you before revisiting the past, before that phase of your journey that you're kind of closing out right now? Um, yeah, and whoever it is that you're reconnecting with from the past, for some of you guys that are, I feel like that person is someone that maybe reminds you of that phase of your life, or it was someone that you knew from that like before um, energy, before the world energy. Okay, Seven of Swords, Nine of Swords. So Seven of Swords is hidden energy, deception. So something's not fully being revealed. There could be someone in your life that's keeping secrets, or they could just be avoiding like telling you the truth. So yeah, keeping secrets, it's just like an avoidant energy. It's almost like avoiding to tell you the truth, but that's also like keeping the secret, even just to avoid something. So it's like something like that, like something's kind of being hidden in a situation. So make sure that you're trusting your instincts right now. I feel like you're gonna need to just be able to kind of weave out like what is and isn't for you. Some of you guys, there is like this positive nostalgic past energy, but a different past energy could maybe be someone that is still acting like secretive. Maybe they're acting like they changed. But I feel like that person would be more so like during the world phase of your life where you were kind of acting out of energies that weren't aligned to you. That's when you connected with this person. So if that sort of energy comes back from the past, you're gonna know it's not really that an energy that you're meant to like revisit. So just trust your intuition. Um, Ask yourself: are you giving your energy to the people who've earned it? Are you giving your energy to people who haven't earned it? And are you being just honest and authentic with yourself? Because that's when the Seven of Swords comes in. Is when you're giving your energy to people that haven't earned it, or you're not being fully honest with yourself about what you want. So you don't need to be afraid or paranoid. Just be clear-eyed, and just seeing things clearly for what they are, using all of your eyes. I feel like there's a mental weight here for you guys with the Knight of Swords, anxiety, overthinking, energy. So you could feel somewhat overwhelmed this fall at times. Um, but whatever it is that you're feeling overwhelmed about, it's not actually happening. It's like what might happen. Like there's a fear of like what might happen, what might go wrong. But in the same way that you can be afraid of like what might happen and what might go wrong, you can also allow yourself to focus on like what could go right, and even just like affirm whatever the opposite of what you're fearing is. Um, so yeah, I know you're not alone in that energy, and be open to really just speaking your truth. Um, yeah, and like even just recognizing that if a fear isn't happening like physically right now or things like that, you still have the power to change it, or also just like accept the energy so that you're not um, too fear based about the future. Because your future does have a lot of expansion here, but you can have like a lot of excitement behind it, which can feel like anxiety or just like anticipation. So you have to really just surrender and trust in what it is that you've already built and already have done. So I feel like you guys this season, there's a lot of reflection, truth, letting go of what's ending, reconnecting with your roots, trusting your intuition, and you're learning to not be afraid to be alone, because that's often when the clearest messages come through. So I do see you guys being surrounded by a lot of energies, a lot of stuff going on. So make sure that you do take the time to receive the clearest messages by being in more of a space of solitude. Okay, so let's let's see a few oracle messages for you guys, advice for this season. So this is the wisdom of the oracle, pocket oracle. Okay. So round and around, yeah, that's that like Wheel of Fortune energy, or sorry, not Wheel of Fortune. You guys can maybe be kind of leaning into that, but I meant to say that's that world energy that we were kind of just talking about, playing out a little. Number 25. So let's get you some advice for that, how you can go about like exiting that phase and go about that transition. Okay, so the essential meanings for the round and around card. The spiral quality of events when a lesson isn't quite integrated, cycles you are challenged to break, revisiting a pattern from a new perspective. The Oracle's message. The appearance of this card is a reminder that although it may appear that you've gone backward, the truth is that you are standing at a higher level, looking down into your circumstances. You will learn something, do something better, and break a cycle set up in the past. You actually have a bird's eye view of your initial footprints and can access the wisdom and lessons learned. Okay, so there is something about you going in this cycle where you are going to have a really good memory and also ability to access a lot of lessons. So even though you may feel like you have been in this specific loop for an extended amount of time, um, you did learn a lot of different things while kind of stuck in that rut or kind of going in that cycle. It's like the first few times around, you definitely learned a lot and were meant to learn that. Maybe you got a little bit stuck in it, but you still kept learning lessons throughout that entire thing. So it was like a productive um, loop, so to say. Okay. The next you have the observer, number 49. Okay. So essential meanings for the observer: perspective, objectivity, neutral observation from a distance. Most people see the world through a personal lens. They closely identify with their feelings and experiences, so much so that they come to believe that these are the only reality. There are times when you need distance in order to gain perspective and understand your circumstances from a more neutral vantage point. Now is one of those times in your life. This is a perfect moment for you to begin to do some exploring. Instead of only considering yourself, consider what you need to understand about the conditions, people, culture, and environment you're engaged with now. You'll be so happy you did. Illumination is a miracle you seek and will indeed find. Okay, and we have poise number 48. So 48 to 49 is showing a natural progression. Poised, being ready, bringing something to light, being at your best, confidence. You can be assured that you are ready for anything right now. You know what you need to do. Your skills are sharp. You come to this place armed with wisdom and knowledge, and you sense a new phase of your life is about to begin. People respond to your confidence and trust you. This is an auspicious time to begin new things. Yeah, so you guys are in a really good energy right now to be in that space of beginning new things. You're able to observe your lessons from the past and use that to create the future that you're going towards. So, um, allow yourselves to step into that co-creative space. I feel like there is a lot of messages being ready to be received for you. So just remember, um, to take time to quiet your mind and things around you to receive that. And then you also between worlds reverse. So I just feel like you guys have been stuck in between for a little bit of time, and now it's like no longer being in that in between energy and fully like kind of choosing, picking a side. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you guys. Group number one. Definitely comment down below. Let me know how this resonates for you. Much love. Namaste. Hello, group number two. Welcome to your reading. I hope you guys are doing amazingly well. So you guys choose number 21, higher consciousness, paired with the clear quartz crystal. So quartz is a great crystal for you. It's a confirmation of higher consciousness aligning with your crown chakra. So definitely for you guys this fall, there's a sense of higher consciousness shifts in your perspective, or your perspective leading to a shift in your consciousness, receiving more wisdom, being more connected to your highest self, and connected to the universe, everyone and everything around you in general, just feeling very in tune. So we're going to read from the Time Traveler's Oracle, the Higher Consciousness card, and this is kind of going to take us into that energy, messages from Sirius, Pleiades, and Arcturus. And this is the energy that you're embodying in this fall season. Many souls did not originate here on Earth. Some were seated in different dimensions and different star systems. Many mystics and indigenous origin myths tell of their ancestry in the stars. The Australian Aborigines have an oral tradition that speaks of their ancestors coming from the Pleiades. The ancient Egyptians built pyramids to align with the Sirius constellation. The Maori of New Zealand speak of communicating with Sirius and the entities there. The famous mystic Edgar Cayce said his soul originated on Arcturus, which he said was one of the most advanced civilizations in our entire galaxy. You and I decide we want to experience those dimensions in the same way that the ancient people did, so we travel into the stars. We jump from Sirius to the Pleiades and then onto Arcturus, having exciting adventures along the way. As we enter into the rare field frequencies of each of these places, it's abundantly clear that their healing vibration and energy is higher than on planet Earth. What we feel, however, isn't physical, but a profound shift of consciousness. There are no boundaries for the soul. So, now into the time traveler's message of this card. This card urges you to step into an elevated consciousness and rise above personal challenges and grievances. In observing challenges from a higher frequency, healing unfolds. This card also carries the energy of the mystic sage. When you raise your frequency, it's much easier for your crown chakra to open and connect you to higher frequencies. Your intuition is expanding, trust it. Beneath the surface, all is well. This card will also appear when entities of higher frequencies and from the inner dimensions are reaching out to you. These wise beings in spirit are working with you to resolve physical and emotional challenges. Listen with your heart. When you get caught up in life, take a moment to look at the stars. Simply being open to star energy can change everything. Okay, so I feel like you guys are in this really, really high vibrational space. In the month of fall, and there's just so much opportunity, honestly, when you're allowing yourself to be in this space, be in this energy. So, just infinite possibilities, things feeling like the stars are aligning for you. So, now we're going to get into tarot and see what's going on more physically for you in fall season, what's going to happen, life, career, love, anything. Let's see. Okay, so we have all of your tarot cards here. Um, you guys got the Emperor, the Nine of Swords, the Ten of Cups, the Sun, the Devil, and the Ace of Swords. So there's a lot of bold energy here from you. For you guys, I get like a sense of boldness from you. Um, Emotional, transformative energy. So some of you guys, you could have been sensing that something big is coming, or like you have this sense or like this forecast within yourself that something big is coming for you, and you're definitely not wrong about that. So let's start. Let's see first with the Emperor. This is definitely a sense of power, being bold, sort of energy coming through again. And also, like, I'm noticing like the yellow, like a pop of color. Maybe you're being more bold in your fashion as well. Um, but there is a sense of you taking control right now. So we're starting strong with the Emperor. This fall, something calls you to step into structure, into leadership, into your power. It could be a job, a relationship, or your own emotional healing. It's time to set the rules instead of playing by someone else's. No more waiting, you become the authority in your life. And then you also are letting yourself you're not letting yourself like breathe a little. Like I noticed the Emperor is kind of stiff in the situation, so just make sure that you give yourself time to breathe, because I feel like you guys are stepping up in your career, maybe in some sort of role, and just taking things more seriously, taking your life more seriously, and what it is that you want to create more seriously. But just still give yourself the space to kind of relax into that. Stepping up isn't always easy. There can be some anxiety for you guys with the Nine of Swords. There could be some self doubt showing up. So work with healing self doubt, especially noticing the yellow solar plexus chakra. You could be questioning if you're good enough to lead, to love, or to let go. And don't silence these thoughts with the Nine of Swords. Face them, feel those emotions, feel those feelings. And this isn't a sign that you're failing or anything with the Nine of Swords coming through. It's just proof that you're healing and still showing up strong as Emperor, even with the Nine of Swords there. Okay. Okay, so next you have the Ten of Cups, emotional fulfillment, completion, just overall joy, positivity, happiness for you guys. Um, so this is a powerful omen right now. The fall has a lot of potential to bring lasting joy, like joy that isn't just for this season. Some maybe could feel that way sometimes, like something lasts a season. But know that if it feels that way, the sadness can also last a season, or the sense of unfulfillment. I feel like you guys weren't fulfilled because you weren't allowing yourself to go towards what you actually fulfilled you. But now you're actually letting yourself go towards what fulfills you. So it's going to cause a change or a shift for you. So the steps you're taking will bring like lasting joy in your life, lasting fulfillment, not something that's fleeting. Deep relationships, family healing, and emotional goals being realized for you guys. Remember that true joy isn't just handed to you, it's the result of being brave enough to clear the space for it as well, okay? And then you also have the sun clarifying the Ten of Cups. So it's like the light is returning. I feel like the light's returning. Um, and this is a big sign of optimism, and also the Ace of Swords with it. So it's like an optimism and clarity forming optimism, or like your optimism is still from a space of clarity and truth. Um, there is clarity coming in for you guys as well if you've been wanting clarity on something in the fall. The days may be getting shorter, but your inner light is growing stronger, and you'll have these moments where the season, everything suddenly just makes sense, and you'll know you're on the right path. So bask in that energy, know that you've earned it. Okay, and then we have the devil, which is almost like super contrary to the sun, but it's like just really accepting your duality, or like this sort of like dual nature for you guys this fall. It's a good energy balancing. The light also, casts shadows. So the devil tells us that this fall you will be tested. Old habits, temptations, toxic patterns, old chains of attachment, all of that may try to like sneak back in as you're setting yourself free from it. That could be a person, mindset, coping mechanism, and you'll feel that pull towards it. Like you'll feel called towards something that you know is that double energy. And once you see that chain, once you see that repeating pattern, like you've already broken it, or like that's the start to breaking it. It's just to bring awareness to that and just be present and aware. Um, and you have the Ace of Swords, like you have the Sword of Truth, so you have the breakthrough to this fall. So this is your moment of truth, and definitely just something about a clarity or like a realization. Fall is bringing a realization for you guys. Um, and I feel like there could be a decision that you've been avoiding, and a truth that you needed to hear. So there's a conversation as well. A conversation could change everything, even just a conversation with the universe. And it's just a sense of like cutting through the noise with the Ace of Swords and clearing the path ahead. Okay, so yeah, overall, you step up, you confront the shadows and fall, you reclaim joy, and you rise into clarity in the end. And this isn't a passive season, it's an active transformation. So know that you're ready for it. Alright, you guys, now we're gonna pull some karma cards um, to complete your reading. See what advice is showing up for you for this fall. In Leo, so yeah, Leo season, could have some Leos here. Leo season, you guys could be really thriving or feel like a lot brighter in Leo season. You're taking a chance on something, results from the results from the impressiveness of and self-confidence to create. So your biggest advice in Leo season is to take a chance. Don't be afraid to harness that Leo energy of just pure self-confidence, self-confidence, even pride that could be a little, a little prideful, but it's like pushing you forward. It's a momentum energy. So lean into that Leo energy. That's this season, not being afraid to take action. And then you also have moon reactions, feeling caused by the nurturing of. So with the moon energy, make sure that you're also paying attention to your feelings and your emotions and what that's trying to reveal to you about which path you should take forward. Can you really lean into your intuition and your feelings and your emotions to actually listen to your emotional body, kind of telling you the right step to take or the right way to go? Okay, so that's what I'm seeing for you guys. Confirm or two. Definitely comment down below. Let me know how this video resonates for you. Thank you so much for joining. Much love. Namaste.